Hi, welcome to my channel, Takoyaki Tarot. Today is October 2nd, 2024. October 2nd, Wednesday. So before I get started, I want to remind anyone that's watching that these messages are not going to resonate with everyone, and that's okay. If they resonate with you, good, you clearly great. If it does not, then don't force it to be your story. I gotta clean my sage bowl. Well, yeah, so we're already in October. How, I was gonna say amazing and then crazy at the same time, because it kind of is really crazy how fast time went by, but it's also amazing how, like, how fast it goes. So, you know how, like, usually there's, like, that saying, like, when you're having fun, time goes by fast. Like, you ever remember, like, when you were, like, a child? I don't know if any of you might relate to this, but it's kind of like you were doing something fun, or you got dropped off somewhere, somewhere, like, fun, or, like, you're doing, like, a cool event or, like, a project or whatever, and you're having such a great time, but you only have, like, an allotted time to do that. And next thing you know, time, like, the time just went by so fast. And they usually say that, like, time flies by when you're having fun. So the fact that it's already October, like, I don't know, it's a little surreal because of how fast the time went by. So before I get started, I want to remind anyone that's watching that these messages are not going to resonate with everyone, and that's okay. If they resonate with you, gives you clarity, great. If it does not, then don't force it to be your story. Alright. It's still nice and hot, which is like, if I let it sit too long, it gets cold, and then I have to drink cold coffee, which is not the same as drinking iced coffee, because iced coffee, you're prepared for that. When you're drinking hot coffee, you expect it to stay hot, but then when it gets cold, you're just like, it doesn't taste as good, so I'm gonna drink it anyways, right? So, I'm not sure if that even fits in anywhere, if that's even relevant, but that's just, I don't. Okay, I'm gonna start with one of these. Thank you for subscribing to my channel and interacting and commenting, liking, subscribing. I like that. I appreciate that. Please interact more. It's fun for me to see the comments and all that stuff, and I appreciate the support. I do. So, we got two, but I don't know if I already started reading this one. When the seawater rises to become a cloud. Oh, condensation, right? No, not condensation. Is it precipitation? Hold on. Yeah, so it's precipitation. Precipitation is any product of the condensation of atmospheric water vapor that falls from clouds due to gravitational pull. So this is precipitation. Alright, whatever. When the seawater rises to become a cloud, it loses its bitterness and pours a rain of sweetness. Yeah, that is precipitation. It's basically, scientifically speaking, it's like, what are clouds? It's just like water that's kind of like being condensed and held, and then eventually the rain comes down, right? And then the rain eventually evaporates and it goes back to the sky, and then that's what creates clouds, and then the heaviness of the clouds, eventually the gravitational pull, it pulls it back down, and it's like that. That's precipitation, right? But this card says when the seawater rises to become a cloud, so I bet like when the water evaporates and it goes to the clouds, it goes in the sky, it loses its bitterness and pours the rain of sweetness. So you guys got rid of something. Like you got rid of some sort of burden, some sort of bitterness, resentment, even, as well as I'm getting resentments, bitterness. You let go. You were harboring something. Whatever it was harboring. You were harboring it. And I feel like it was like creating a film. Like a dirty film over your emotions or over your heart. Alright? You were just clinging on to that film of resentment and bitterness and dirtiness. And then you just kind of let it go. And then it kind of like just evaporated, went into the sky. And then... So... scientifically, it's kind of like the water. It evaporates, right? Not really, but like it kind of like does this thing to where it goes into the sky, and then after it's been collected, it changes, and then it turns to rain, and then it falls down. And when you feel like that rain, it feels like fresh and clean and cleansing. So whatever you let go of, either you alchemized it, you changed it, or the great, most high, amazing, mighty God above, he kind of like transformed it, and just now it's like raining on you, but it's like clean and clear and cleansing. So you let go of something and it cleansed you. There's also, it's so interesting too, because I don't think people understand, this is all about energy exchange, energy transference, energy, it's all that. It's that's why when like, if you got to be careful who you're throwing negative energy to, because if you throw negative energy to the right person, that person can like just change that. They can just change that. But yeah, basically, you guys let go of something, bitterness and resentment. It's basically those two things, is bitterness and resentment. And now you're able to enjoy the sweetness of life. I was actually reading, what was I reading? Where did I read it on? I was reading something on social media, and how it was about a rock and a lollipop. And I think it was like the mom, she put the rock in the kid's shoe, and they had to like walk around with the rock in their shoe all day while they had the lollipop in their mouth, right? But they couldn't enjoy the sweetness of the lollipop because they were too focused on the uncomfortableness of the rock in their shoe. So it's kind of like you couldn't really enjoy the sweetness of life, the abundance of life, the glory of the Most High God, because you were so focused on this bitterness and this resentment that you held in your heart, in your mind, in your mouth, even. Because I'm also hearing that it's a movie, and it's called Sandra Bullock is in it, and she had to like admit that she was wrong to something, and her husband was like, "How does that taste?" And she was like vinegar. Right, because it was like a little joke between them. But it was like her admitting something. It tasted awful. Like she didn't want to admit it. So I feel like for a lot of you, you have to admit something to yourselves as well. right? You had to admit what this bitterness was, what this resentment was. And I feel like that was kind of like what helped cleanse you. You let it go. You let it go. That's great. That's the first card, right? It says, when the seawater rises to become a cloud, it loses its bitterness and pours the rain of sweetness. What is that? Right? And the second one, I wasn't going to read it, but it says, I've gone beyond the self. I've soared beyond the limits of time. I've traveled to eternity. I've taken a strange form. So you could be astral traveling, you could be traveling, you could just time hopping. You've gone beyond the self. I've gone beyond the self. Yeah, you guys, whoever you are, you really went like, you went deep within, like, even like the nooks and crannies of yourself. Like, you are no longer the form that you once were. You are no longer the person you once were. You are something much more enlightened, much more healthier, better, vibrational, enlightened. You're just top tier. Top tier. I've soared beyond the limits of time. Yeah, you don't keep yourself, like, I feel like I said this before, like, in one of the readings about, it was actually talking about time as well, and I was talking about how, like, you don't have the mindset of I'm this age now, so, you know, the door's closed or the window's closed, you know, it's you know, I can't do it, you know, that's not you. You don't let time limit you. I've traveled to eternity. So you could have foresight as well. I've taken a strange form. Yeah, you are, I don't want to say no longer human, but like you've surpassed your physical form, I guess. Like you're not bound to your physical form, which would be the flesh. All right? All right. And that's because you let go of what you had to let go of. That's it. Alright, I'm gonna jump into some tarot now. Hopefully this reading would be quicker than I hope it is. And I saw 13 and 3. So your wishes and your dreams are, you're living in it, you're reveling in it, you're, I don't want to say that you were going to be, right? Because for a lot of you, you're actually doing that right now. You're living the dream. You're living out your goals and your hopes and your wish fulfillments. Like that's what you're doing right now. The Fool. You get a second chance at life. You get to start over. You get a new beginning. You get to do whatever it is you want to do, however it is you want to do it, because you did what you had to do when you had to do it, which was let this bitterness and this resentment go. You let it go. So now you get to start over. You get to be who you want to be And not only that, but I feel like for a lot of you, this bitterness and this resentment, it was kind of like putting a film on your emotions. And by putting a film on your emotions, it was kind of like, you ever see someone, you ever see someone and they look so grumpy, right? But that's not who they are. It's just like their emotions or their current emotional state is like overshadowing who, I just saw 1515. Their current emotional state is overshadowing who they could be or who they want to be or who they truly are. But I feel like if that was you, that's no longer the case. Like I remember, like, people used to think I was grumpy. Believe it or not, yeah. People used to think I was grumpy. But you know, I'm not anymore. I used to be very grumpy, right? But that's what I'm saying, like, you know, for a lot of you, you let go of whatever was making you grumpy or bitter or resentful or depressed or anxious or whatever the case it is. You let go of that, and now you're able to actually, with that first house as I am, like, you actually get to be who you want to be. You get to be who you're supposed to be, right? It's like a whole new you, a whole new beginning, a whole new world, a dazzling place I never knew. Yeah, and it's so funny because this angel is flying, and in that song, Jasmine and Aladdin are on the magic carpet flying. So yeah, beautiful. I love it. Truly, truly, I love it. Something is going in order, or yeah, like something is like chronological order. I'm hearing. Let me see something. Yeah. Chronological. A record of events starting with the earliest and following the order in which they occurred. So something is now going according to the plan. This could be you. Also, you should be careful because somebody wants you to lose focus. But I don't feel like that's really to be alright. So I'm saying that, but it's not really like anything to be cautious about. It's kind of like one of those like notices. You know, the best way I can put it is like if you get like a notice, like a little notice, like, oh hey, maybe, you know, make sure to do that. Like remind yourself to do that, or like a little notice on your computer screen, like whatever. It's like a notice. It's nothing to be concerned about, right? It's just something to like, don't forget it, right? Don't forget that that's there. I want to look at that again. Calculated in terms of the passage of time rather than other criteria, and ratings are calculated by dividing a child's mental age by his or her chronological age relating to the establishment of dates and times sequences. The diary provided a chronological framework for the events. There is something I am missing. Oh, okay, I got it. Yeah. So this is actually part of the order. This is supposed to, this is all right, chronological order. This is part of like, so this is happening to you right now. Whatever this is as it should be, like right now. This is the proper timing for it. This is, everything is coming together. It's in order. So yeah, this is the reason why it's happening now, is because that's how it should be happening now. The Queen of Pentacles upright. So if you're divine feminine or divine masculine, I guess take how that resonates, but I feel like your resources and your stabilities, for some of you it could be about your business or your finances. Someone's hiding. It's like someone's trying to... Someone's trying to look at your resources, your stabilities, your finances, your business. It could be this Queen of Pentacles, or it could be because you are this Queen of Pentacles energy. But it's like somebody's trying... The way I'm seeing it, it's like a woman peeking her head. She's like peeking her head over the like the doorway. She's like that. This is a very devilish person, whether this is a masculine or feminine. The song that's playing in my daughter's room right now is about butterflies, too. And we got the Fool card. So your new beginning is ensuring this. It's plus with the Nine of Cups, plus with the butterfly song in the background. So that's why someone's like trying to hide but also watch you. I'm hearing nosy Nancy. So this could be someone very nosy. High Priestess on the fence. This is someone who has no idea. It could be a dark witch, whether it's masculine or feminine, but I'm getting the feeling it's a woman. This woman, she's trying to figure out, she's stuck. She's trying to figure out how this happened for you, and how you have a new beginning, and how you have this and how you have that, how you have stability, how you have finances, how you have this, blah 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 blah. She's trying to figure out, but it's like every time she tries to like be nosy or tries to peek at you, she gets like a wall. She's blocked. She has no idea. She has no idea. It's like if she tries to like look into your life by scrying, it's black. She can't see anything. Or it's blurry. She can't see anything, right? It's like she has lost the gift of sight because she was abusing it. For example, like if this woman had the gift of sight, she was abusing it by looking into your life and see what she can mess with and see what she can cause chaos to or project on or whatever. She can't do that anymore. She lost the ability to do that. She lost her sight. Now this could... I mean, she can see, obviously, but as for like foresight or being able to like, what is that? Remote viewing, monitoring, scrying. Also, if she's doing tarot, pulling tarot on you, she's confused. It's like the cards either like they don't make sense or like she can't make sense of it. It's so funny. I saw this meme, and there was a woman laying down on the bed, and the caption said, "When you spent 45 minutes thinking why the Two of Cups came out in a business reading." So if she's pulling cards on you, she's kind of like, it's not clicking or it's not making sense, or she doesn't know how to read it. So she'll think, I just saw 24. So she'll like spend a lot of time. She'll waste like a good hour and a half or so thinking about the cards that she pulled on you. And that's time that she's wasting, not on her, like she's wasting that time and that energy on you, trying to be nosy on you. And she's ignoring her responsibilities, ignoring her duties, ignoring her life, because she's trying to figure out what the cards meant that she pulled on you, or she's trying to figure out what that blurry vision was that she saw, or whatever. She doesn't know. She's stuck and she can't see. This High Priestess in reverse. She has no idea why you get a second chance, why you're in this new life, this new you, this new job, new life, new car, new home energy. She doesn't know why you're in the Nine of Cups. And the biggest thing about that, the best thing about that, is that, here's the kicker, it's not for her to know. So she's never going to know. Because if it was for her to know, she would know. But it's not. And God's like, can I help you? Like, why are you in my collective's business? Can I help you? It's like she's not, let's say you have like an event or a party or whatever, right? And you have a guest list, right? God made this guest list, right? She's trying to get in. She's like, oh, well, I know so-and-so. And the bouncer's like, you're not on the list. She's like, no, it's okay. It's okay. The bouncer's like, you're not on the list, so I'm sorry. And so she's trying to like peek to see who's in the party, to see if there's anyone she knows, or she's not on the list. She's not welcome. She's not welcome. It's not her business. Ten of Wands upright. I don't see how that's your problem. So this person, for some of you, it could be a karmic masculine, but not only are they like, they have no idea, they don't have the answers, they don't know what to do, they can't see. They're burdened in life. They're struggling. They've got strife. They've got trials and tribulations ahead of them, and they just, I don't know. They don't even know what to do about that. The world reversed, and they're extremely unhappy. They're kind of miserable. They're very, but it's more like gloomy. They're very, very gloomy. So this person, they too can have a heavy cloud above their head, but they're not letting it go, or like they have like that weird film above their over their emotions, but they're not letting it go, right? So it's like they can't experience that cleansing new beginning that you have experienced. And I feel like, I don't know if they want that or not, but that's just, as of right now, they can't experience that. I don't understand what they want. Like, why? They just, I don't know, they just want to know what's going on with you, but they're neglecting the fact that they've got Ten of Wands. They've got their own burdens and their own shit to figure out, and their own stuff to work out, and their own stuff to deal with. So I don't understand why. That's what I'm saying. Like, this person will pull cards on you, and they will sit there for like a good hour and a half thinking about what those cards meant, because again, they can't read anymore. They lost sight. They can't scry. They can't spy. They can't monitor. They can't. So they will sit there for like a good hour and a half just thinking about those couple cards that they pulled on you. Meanwhile, in the background, they have like a bunch of things that they need to tend to, but they're not. They're not doing that. And like King of Pentacles. So the King of Pentacles came out upright, and the Queen of Pentacles came out upright. So somebody could be, so either you're the Queen of Pentacles or you're the King of Pentacles. But I feel like yeah, somebody really wants to know what you're building too. Because I feel like the King of Pentacles, he builds things. He's very patient. He's He's someone you want to build with. He's someone you want to have a family with. Like, you build a family with the King of Pentacles. The King of Pentacles is upright, a great father, very patient, very resourceful. Like, he has everything he needs to build, right? So you could be this King of Pentacles and this Queen of Pentacles. Somebody wants to know about your resources, your stability, your finances, what you're creating, and they also want to know what you're building. But it's like, God's like, can I help you? Like, why are you being nosy over here? Why are you trying to scry over here? Blocked, right? I don't understand. That's what I'm saying. Like, I don't understand what you're trying to do. I don't understand what they want from you. Like, you've got things that you need to be focusing on, but you're too busy trying to figure out what's going on with the collective's lives. And not only that, but you're miserable. You're miserable because of your life, and you're miserable because you can't peek into the collective's lives. Like, I'm sorry to say this, but you have much bigger fishes to fry. Minge. Oh man, that's funny. Seriously though. Let me not. Queen of Wands. So you could be this Queen of Wands, or this person is a Queen of Wands. So here's the thing. Either they're focused on you being this Queen of Wands, or this is a Queen of Wands focused on you. But here's... Yes, my love! Hold on. Okay, yeah, but I feel like I've been getting this thing about like a woman being jealous of another woman, but for others of you, you could be like, this could be like a man jealous of another man. But my thing is, if this is a Queen of Wands focused on you, like, that's, I said this in a reading before, like, this person could have their own looks, their own gifts, their own abilities, their own talents, their own whatever the case it is, but for some reason it's like they're not happy with it, they're not satisfied with their own lives, and it's because they're like, they could be trying to compare their life to your life, or trying to see like what you have in your life, so that way they can like try and one up that. Ooh, sorry, I had just, she found like a box of sprays that I had left for her. I'm actually surprised that it took her this long to find them, but she's like, mommy, and so I just like, there's like this strawberry shortcake spray, and I just sprayed it for her. So I think I sprayed a little too much though, but she likes it, so it's hers, whatever. But yeah, but I feel like this is, you could be this Queen of Wands that this person is focused on. They want to know why you have a new beginning, why you're attractive, why you're happy, why you're so happy, why you're so free, why it always looks like you're floating on air, why it always looks like everything, you're just, life is a breeze for you, like your feet never touch the ground. You could be seen as someone whose feet never touch the ground, like it always looks like you're being carried, like that could be literally. But I also mean by that, okay, what I mean by that is like this person always, they look at you and it doesn't seem like you always have, you never have trouble, or like if you have trouble, like it doesn't last long, or if you have struggle, like it doesn't last long, it just like somehow, some way, like it's cleared up, or someone takes care of it for you. Like you never have to, your feet never have to touch the ground. All right, you never, it looks like to this person, I feel like they're a little envious of you because it looks like you never have to walk for yourself, or like you're always being carried everywhere. It's so funny because I had a bunch of dreams. Like I used to have dreams all the time, I still do, where I'm literally, there's like these giants, there's like these massive giants, right? And they're all dressed in white, and they're always carrying me, right? So the reason why I'm bringing that up is because that's the best way I can explain this. So like this person looks like you never have to walk or yourself. It's like if you want to go somewhere, you're literally being carried, or if there's anything you want to do, it's like, I don't know, this person has some issue about your life, how your life is. But I feel like it's gotten to the point where the wands and their life has built up and built up and built up, and now they're like in the 10 of wands, and it's like so bad for them right now that this is gonna sound bad, but it's like the struggles and the burdens in their life have gotten so bad that for as a treat, they will ignore their troubles and try and see what's going on in your life. Like, you are a treat for this person. It's like seeing your life and looking at your life and trying to peek on your life and trying to spy on your life. It like makes them, it's like a temporary fix for them. It's weird, I know, but it like makes them feel good for like that moment. And they can't do this anymore. It's so weird. This person's weird. They can't. So if this is a woman too, this is gonna sound mean, but this is a woman who doesn't know how to be a woman, and you do. You're a Queen of Wands and the Queen of Pentacles and a King of Pentacles. So I feel like you know how to balance that. Like when it comes to, I feel like also when it comes to business, you know how to be feminine in certain areas of business. And then when it comes time to be the masculine, the King of Pentacles version of you in business, because in business you do need to be a Queen of Pentacles and a King of Pentacles. You just need to know when to be which in the proper timing, it's proper environment, like know your audience kind of thing, right? But I feel like if this is a woman, one thing that she is envious about when it comes to you is that she doesn't know how to be a woman, despite the fact that she's got the makings and the fixings of a woman. That doesn't mean that you know how to be ladylike, demure. You know how to be a woman, right? You know your place as a woman. And that may sound super like misogynistic, but like it's kind of not. Like, women have their role, men have their role, men have their place, right? It's not, you know what I mean, okay? So yeah, I also feel like you, if you are this Queen of Wands, you being in this Queen of Wand energy, it like burdens this person, because it's like if they're trying to compete and copy you, right? They don't know, again, if this is a woman trying to compete, or if this is a woman mad at another woman and she's trying to copy you, she's trying to compete with you, she doesn't know how to, because if you are a divine feminine, she doesn't know how to copy that, because she doesn't even know how to be a feminine. She doesn't even know how to tap into her feminine prowess, right? Her feminine energy, her divine feminine energy. She doesn't know how to be that. So if you are a divine feminine, there's a woman that's trying to copy you, but she can't, because she doesn't know how to be a woman, right? She doesn't know how to be feminine. She doesn't know how to be free. She doesn't know how to use her intuition, how to be like sunshine, and I'm hearing Goldilocks, sunshine, and like the essence of a woman where it just draws people into them, right? She doesn't know how to be that. You do. And it's like you have much bigger fish to fry. Her hygiene cannot be well. That's another thing too. Like if you're a woman and your hygiene is questionable, can I help you? Like, what are you doing? You're a woman and your hygiene is questionable. You got bigger fishes to fry. Alright. Go handle that. Seriously though. Like as a woman, and it's not just because of a woman, but it's because, you know, we've got periods and we've got different stuff or whatever. I just feel like as a woman, you should have pretty good hygiene. Like, you're a woman. Like, go wash your ass. You got bigger fish to fry. You worried about the collective and... I don't get that. I never really understood how, as a woman, and it's so crazy too, Because believe it or not, I do think that most women have horrible hygiene that are worse compared to men. Believe it or not. And the stories that I've heard, that's why I'm saying, like, as a woman, like, how do you not have good hygiene, like, as a woman? Like, women, you know, like, I don't know. Like, that's another thing, too. Like, you can't even do the basics that a woman should be, which is just, like, clean, presentable, I don't know. But I'll tell you one thing. Bad hygiene is not becoming of a lady. It's not. But that's a problem, too. I mean, because I feel like this person doesn't even care about being a lady. Being, like, they don't really care about being, like, a woman. But you want to compete with the, collective. This person... So anyways, Three of Wands upright and the Magician upright. That's all for you, collective. Yes, my love. Do you need help? Six of Cups are reversed on the bottom of the deck. This is somebody from your past or somebody you have bad memories with. What happened, my love?
I want that one.
Which one do you want?
That one.
You gotta show mommy. Which one?
That one.
Baby, you gotta show me. Come here. Well, go get it. Go get it and I'll help you. Go get it. Go get it. It'll be right here. Hold on. Okay, she's actually not gonna get it anytime soon, but so yeah, for you, collective, back to you. We have the Magician and the Three of Wands. So I feel like you are using all the tools in your arsenal, all the tools that you have available to you, as you should, because you can do that. And you're just moving on and looking at the horizon and see how far you can go and see what you can, how you can expand and how you can progress. And this could either be with, like, yourself, your village, I'm hearing. So for some of you, this is about the family you're creating, building, right? Yeah, for some of you, this is about, like, your lineage. For some of you, this is like a relationship, a job. Whatever it is, you're using all the tools available to you to expand and progress. And this is protected. This is going according to plan. This is being watched over. Why is that? Looks like a beluga whale head. Beluga whale. I don't know if you know what a beluga whale is, but beluga whales, they tend to have, like, the really, really big foreheads. But let me show you. This looks like the head of a beluga whale. I gotta look that up. Beluga whale. Yeah, look it up. BELUGA whale. It's a beluga whale. They have, like, the really, really big foreheads. If I'm not mistaken, I just saw 4334. Beluga whales are also really good with, like, sonar. And they can, like... Okay, beluga whales, it's the whale in Finding Dory. Basically the second Finding Nemo. It's in Finding Dory. It's the one... Beluga whales, they can, like, really... They're really good with, like, sonar. And, like, sensing things and seeing things. Their eyesight may not be that good. Hold on. Alright, because there was a commercial and I didn't want it to, like... I couldn't turn that volume down because the remote was, like, too far away, so I just paused it. Alright, let me see something about beluga whales. Wow. The beluga whale represents emotional well-being, compassion, and the ability to navigate through difficult situations with grace. And I feel like as a divine feminine, like I did a reading recently, like a week ago, about like how you come from like a noble bloodline or whatever, and like and shows and movies and whatever documentaries, timepieces, right? Women of nobility, they were always graceful, always very well put together, very clean, very organized, okay, and very feminine, right? So I keep getting this, but I really feel like this is a woman competing with another woman, and she's not doing so well because the first thing that you can't compete with another woman if you don't know how to be a woman as a woman. That's the number one reason why you're not like succeeding. You don't even know how to be a woman and you're competing with another woman. Like, you need to, I feel like, okay, anyways. Occasionally beluga whales meaning brings a message of peace and harmony in your environment. What was once stressful will now dissipate. Okay, dissipate, which is also like another word for kind of like disintegrate and kind of just like disappear to go away. And I feel like for a lot of you, if this was a person or if this was an emotional connection, because I also saw the Six of Cups on the bottom of the deck, but it was reversed. So if this was a woman who you did not have great memories with, or if this was like a bad friend or a bad ex or a bad person in your life, right? If you're a divine feminine or a divine masculine, you'll know, right? You let go of the memories with this person. You let go of the emotional holds with this person. You let go of this person. You let them go. And I feel like that was like the emotional film, that dark, that nasty film that was covering your emotions. Because then it says, the first card that I read was, when the seawater rises to become a cloud, it loses its bitterness and pours the rain of sweetness. So you let this person go. You let everything, the bitterness, the resentment, you let it go. You let it go. And in doing so, that gave you like this whole new beginning. I've gone beyond the self. I've soared beyond the limits of time. I've traveled to eternity. I've taken a strange form. And then second, new life, second chance, a new beginning, right? And now you're able to fully use the tools that are in your arsenal, the tools that are available to you. You know how to use them. And I feel like for a lot of you, you've always had these tools, but you couldn't use them properly because you were holding on to something. Bitterness and resentment, you were holding on to that. But now that you've let that go, you're now able to utilize the tools that you've always had to expand and progress and push forward with the Three of Wands. Intense ethereal wishing. Alright? And you're able to do so with peace and clarity. What is this? The Seven of Pentacles behind that? The Seven of Pentacles behind that. Right. So you stopped investing in this past person, these bad memories, this dark person, this dark energy. You stopped investing in that. Yeah, because if you kept investing into this person, into this environment, these people, you kept investing that, and it was just making you weak. It was making you anxious. And the Nine of Swords, you couldn't sleep at night. The Queen of Swords reverse, so it could have been a Queen of Swords reverse. Yeah, with the Knight of Cups reverse, you took your offer back and you refused, or you like rescinded an offer. You refused to give them anything else. The Hangman reverse, so this could have been this could be a Libra, Aquarius, Gemini, or a Pisces. But I feel like whoever this person is now, they don't want to give something up. With the Hanged Man reverse, they don't want to give something up. Knight of Wands reverse. Three of Pentacles reverse. Page of Swords reverse. So there's something that they don't want to give up. It could be like playing games or not being serious with their life, or not taking their life serious, or not taking you serious. I feel like for a lot of you, it wasn't taking you serious. They weren't taking you serious. So you decided to not collaborate with them anymore, not work with them. And at the same time, you could have also realized that there's nothing else for you to learn with this person, there's nothing that you can learn. This person's watching you and spying on you and stalking on you. And also this person, they're doing very reckless things. They're being very impulsive. And they need to be careful, because if they're going to do something very impulsive and reckless right now, it's going to get them locked up in jail with the 8 of Swords. Alright, so again, I will show you 7 of Pentacles, right? Because you definitely were investing into this person, into these people with the 6 of Cups reversed. You were definitely investing into them. But the more you kept investing in them, it was just like weakening you, messing with your confidence, messing with your strength, messing with the tools. Like you weren't even confident enough to use the tools that you had available to you, that you already had. You just weren't confident enough to use them to expand and progress for yourself, for your lineage, whatever, right? It was definitely messing with your mind, your anxiety, your depression. It was definitely keeping you like stressed out. They were definitely stressing you out. This was definitely a Queen of Swords reverse, right? That you decided to take back your offer from. Queen of Swords reverse. This is somebody who was like also manipulating you and lying, and could have been trying to manipulate your energy and trying to compete with you and trying to like, yeah, this person was definitely trying to compete with you. But you took back everything that you were giving to them, putting into them with the Knight of Cups reverse. You started so you stopped pouring into them and started pouring into yourself, right? And you kind of like let that bitterness and resentment go with the Hangman reverse. That's Pisces energy. You could have also changed your belief system too. If this person is not a Pisces or a Gemini, Libra, Aquarius, it's really about your beliefs too. You believed that this was something that you should be doing, pouring into them because of your loyalties or your love or whatever, the memories that you were holding, right? But you changed that, right? And you could have also realized that no matter what, this person, they're not going to change their ways, their competing ways, their jealous ways, their spying ways, their manipulative ways, their burdened ways, their self-burdening ways. They're not going to change that with the Knight of Wands reverse. This is somebody who just doesn't take you serious or takes their life serious, and you cannot learn from somebody like this with the 3 of Pentacles reverse. You can't learn from them. There's no use in collaborating with them, being around them, working with them. And because of that, because you decided to walk away and refuse to give them anything, they're now watching you, stalking you, spying on you. And because of that, it's like and because they can't, every time they try to watch you and spy on you and stalk you, they're not getting what they want to get. I just saw a 525. It's like they're blocked. They can't spy or do anything, right? And it's like God is like, can I help you? Can I help you? So because of that, with the Knight of Pentacles reverse, it's gonna cause them to do something very, very reckless, very, very impulsive, and this thing could actually land them in jail. Like, this could be like they can get arrested, right, and go to like jail or prison or whatever the case it is, or this is like spiritually, or currently they are in jail right now, like spiritually locked up. 6 of Pentacles reverse, they feel like something is just not fair for them. And that's another thing too. It's so weird because this person, they feel like life isn't fair and they're not getting anything that they want to get, and that, you know, it's not fair that you're getting whatever you're getting, but at the same time, all they do is party. All they want to do is drink and party and have fun and celebrate, and it's like, what is there to celebrate all the time? Like, there's no reason why you should be partying all the time, every day, all day. That doesn't make any sense. Whatever. But then this person who has bad hygiene, who is trying to compete with another woman or a divine being, like, you don't even know how to wash your ass properly, and you think you can compete? I'm not trying to be mean. I'm really not. But I'm just trying to make a point, like, what is it that you think you can compete with? Right? I feel like the hygiene thing is so... Because it's like, you don't even brush your teeth. You don't even shower. You don't even... Like, there's no self-care in your vocabulary. And as a woman, you don't even know how to, like... And you're competing with a divine feminine, a divine being... And you can't even do the basic things as a woman, like, should know how to do. And don't say, you can't be like, oh, well, what if they never knew, or what if they never had a mom to teach them, or you telling me you're 30, 40, 50 years old and you still don't know how to, like, have good hygiene because your mom didn't teach you when you were, like, 10 years old, but you're an adult now? You telling me you never learned how to in the past 20, 30, 40, 50 years how to, like, shower, brush your teeth, use deodorant, shave if you shave. Like, you telling me you don't know how to do that still? But you found the time to, like, stalk and spy the collective, and you found the time to pick up the skills to see what's going on and try and scry on them. But you can't spend 2 minutes brushing your teeth, 2 minutes washing yourself. That's what I'm saying. Like, there's no competition here. There really is no competition. And that's why I said, like, it's like a little notice, like, oh yeah, you're being stalked, you're being spied on. But at the end of the day, that's nothing. That's not anything for you to be concerned about. That's not anything on your radar. You're aware of it, but that's nothing. Because this person, they're only going to end up leading themselves to jail. Whether it's physical or spiritual, because, like, this is like a scullery maid trying to compete with, like, the lady of the household. I'm sorry, ma'am. Like, and not only that, but you're not even grateful the fact that you're not even sleeping on the streets or anything like that. Like, if we're talking about, like, scullery maids and things like that, right? Because I've seen the movies and TVs where, like, there are really nice scullery maids, but this is somebody who, like, they're not even grateful or happy that they are where they are in their life. Instead, like, they want to compete with you. And it's like, first of all, you need to be grateful for what you have, and you need to be able to take care of the things that you have, right? And then maybe once you go through the trials and tribulations and actually, like, face them, that's maybe things will change for you. But in the meantime, you're not paying attention to yourself, your life, your hygiene. That's such a big thing for me, hygiene. You're not paying attention to that, right? And, like, this is somebody who's very, very dirty, like, very either spiritually or physically, mentally, emotionally. You've already let all that go. You've cleared up the skies. Like, you let it go. The bitterness, resentment, the hate, the competition, the jealousy. You've let it all go. You let it all go. That's why you get to be in this new energy. That's not, whatever this person's going through, that's not your problem. And it's not going to be. And they can't make it be your problem. Right? So they can pull cards on you all they want, and then they can waste the next 2 hours of their day trying to figure out what those 2 cards meant that they pulled on you. That's time they're wasting. Meanwhile, you're utilizing that 2 hours in your life for something else. Like, that's what I'm saying. Like, this is, why do you have to be worried about someone who's wasting their time trying to focus on you? You're focused on you. This person is focused on you. That's time that they're wasting, that they're not putting into themselves. Anyways, this is the reading. Hope it helps. Bye.